Hey Dreamers, it's the 8-Bit Insomniac here, and this is actually my fucking third time recording this, so if I seem a bit agitated, that is why. But anyway, this is week 3 of the PPL, and this is probably one of the most important matches so far. I did mention last week that me and Jack have exactly the same differential and points. So this is a very important game to both of us, and I really want to come out on top with a win. I'm going to go over my team very briefly. So first of all, we have Crobat with Roost, Defog, U-Turn, and Brave Bird. Enough speed to outspeed Timid Starmie, and the rest is in HP and attack. Mainly in HP though, to live things from some stuff. Mainly to switch into Togekiss. Excuse me. Especially if it's a flamethrower variant, because I did bring Specially Defensive Scissor, which doesn't really deal with that. So this was basically a kind of offensive pivot, and I had to bring Defog this week because he made a transfer, which means Qwilfish was now a thing. And I had to bring Defog because of Toxic Spikes. I wasn't too worried about Spikes originally, but Toxic Spikes can wear down my Gastrodon, and that is not something I want, because I'm going to need it this match. Next up we have Specially Defensive Scissor to kind of deal with Togekiss if it's not running Flamethrower. Also to switch into Qwilfish, Licky Licky, and Starmie, which he did bring. HP Fire Starmie will not do too much unless it's Modest Life Orb, in which case that can hurt a lot. But I can play around Starmie. I do have my Mew and my Kingdra in the back to deal with it. So I have Knockoff, Roost, U-Turn, and Bullet Punch. Originally I was gonna put Defog on Scissor and then Taunt on Crobat over Defog, but Crobat is faster and can get Defog off on a lot more things than Scissor could. U-Turn is a lot more handy, and Knockoff can get rid of items and things and stuff. Then we have Gastrodon with a Rindo Berry and Mirror Coat. Now this was for Grass Knot Starmie or Energy Ball Victini, either one, because both of them are huge threats to my team, and both outspeed Kingdra, so the faster I can kill both of those things, the better. Or either, well, one of those things is better. Preferably the Victini, because reasons. Victini is so scary, I just want to get rid of it. Mixed defense Gastrodon, mainly physically defensive for the Tyrantrum, with Scald, Earth Power, Mirror Coat, and Recover. No, sorry, I think I had Ice Beam over Earth Power because of Togekiss, but maybe I did have Earth Power because of Qwilfish. I don't even know. I'm rambling at this point. But yeah, that's my Gastrodon set. And then we have Scarf Mamoswine, mainly brought to deal with +1 Tyrantrum or Scarf Tyrantrum. Also to deal with his Togekiss and Victini. It's my Stealth Rocker this week as well. Rocks aren't too important, but they would be nice for like the Togekiss and Victini. Also to wear down Licky Licky on switch-ins as well. I have Icicle Crash, Superpower for the Licky Licky, and Earthquake as my last move, obviously, along with Stealth Rocks. So I'm Adamant with enough speed to outspeed +1 Tyrantrum. I think, yeah, that's my EV spread, and obviously I would outspeed the rest of his team, barring a Scarfer. So yes. Then we have what basically is my one way to kill Togekiss, well, to lure in Togekiss and kill it, which is my Mew. I brought Swords Dance Mew with Gunk Shot because it just completely destroys his team. If I can set up and take out the Togekiss as early as possible, it also means Kingdra can just drop a Draco and nothing switches into that. So that was the reason I brought Swords Dance Mew this week. I wanted to bring Nasty Plot, but if he brought Especially Defensive, it wouldn't kill Togekiss and blah 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 blah. So I brought physically offensive with Sucker Punch because he does have 2 psychic types, which are obviously weak to that, and they both outspeed me. So I thought a +2 Sucker Punch with a Life Orb Adamant would be great to bring to this match. So that's exactly what I did, and it does a lot of work to his team. Hopefully I can use it properly, but we shall see. And then last of all, we have Kingdra, as I mentioned, Modest Life Orb Draco. Nothing switches in. Absolutely nothing once Togekiss is dead. So that was my game plan going into this match. Killing Togekiss and going from there. My moves on this Kingdra were Agility, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, and Draco. Hindsight, I probably should have put Rain Dance on there, but then I would have had to have worried about rain turns and, you know, things stalling me out with Protect and such like. So yeah, that is my team. Let's get straight on into the battle. Alright, so he's going to be issuing a challenge. He's also using a female character because fuck you, that's why. I'm going to lead with my Crobat as he's going to lead off with his Starmie. Now, I do stay in here and go for the U-turn. One of 2 reasons. 1, if he's not scarfed, I get a nice bit of damage. And 2, if he is scarfed, I get to know that information straight away. Psychic wouldn't have killed me because of my investment. So it's just going to go into Quillfish. I do put in the back of my mind that Starmie could be scarfed, but by the way he switched out, I don't think it is. And I'm just going to go to Mew, because he's not going to stay in here. It's my opportunity to set up a Swords Dance. And I predict that nicely. He's going to indeed switch out into his Togekiss, which is the perfect scenario. This is great for me. If he switches out here, something else dies. So he's just going to sack his Togekiss, turn 3 into the match, and things are looking good. Now, Starmie comes back in, and I'm like, is he going to go for Hydro? Is he going to go for Shadow Ball? Does he have a Cold Berry? No! He has a fucking Choice Scarf Starmie, and he has Trick, and that rustled my jimmies. So he's now dealt with this Mew accordingly, which is very well prepped and played on his part. Well done, Jack, for dealing with Mew. Spooky Scary Skeletons. I was really close to clicking Zen Headbutt there because +2 Zen Headbutt would have done a lot to Starmie regardless, but I went for Sucker Punch in case he decided to stay in for reasons unbeknown. I don't know. I'm gonna drop a Draco because nothing fucking switches in now that Togekiss is dead. My game plan has gone so well, so quickly, and he avoids the attack. I'm actually going to stay in here and gauge what kind of defensive variant this is. It seems to be mixed defense, more on the physical side, maybe to deal with Mamo. But he's going to Wish Protect me. I am going to Protect there and go for Ice Beam, not wanting to waste PP. And here I'm just like, I can't win this one-on-one. I probably should have switched out last turn into Scissor, but I just end up doing that now. So I'm going to go into Scissor, take a Body Slam like no man's business. So that's going to do a little bit of damage, not too much, and luckily he does not get the Paralysis, which is really nice. I have such a weird commentary style today. Just embrace it. I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. I'm not going to go for Superpower because I don't fucking carry it, so that's probably why he went into Quillfish. Probably predicting the Superpower, and just to get the Intimidate off, you know, it's always nice. But I'm actually just going to end up going for the U-turn, gonna have some chip damage. I get a crit. Hindsight doesn't affect the match at all. But it's nice to know that Hack's God's in my favour. I'm gonna go to Crowbot here, wanting to get off a Defog, but I actually clicked Brave Bird because reasons. I'm gonna go for Brave Bird because I know he's not going to stay in, and it's going to get damage on something. And I realise, shit, Tyrantrum's in front of me now. Whenever Crobat's on the field, that's a free switch into Tyrantrum. So I put that in the back of my mind for the rest of the match. I'm going to go for a U-turn here. I should have hard switched in case this was scarfed, but it would have been helpful to know had this been scarfed, if that makes any sense at all. I'm going to go into Scissor. This was kind of a misclick, but kind of not. He's just going to fucking kill me with a Head Smash. I did not expect this thing to be banded. I could have taken one if he was not banded, but it was banded, and I've said banded a lot. Banded hurts. So I put that information in the back of my mind. I'm gonna drop a Draco. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go for Hydro Pump because it would have killed the Tyrantrum. But the reason I didn't go into Gastrodon there was because I would have got poisoned, would have been worn down, and it would have taken like 50%. I wouldn't have been able to live another one basically, and I needed that Gastrodon around for Victini / Starmie, so I'm kind of glad I sacked Scissor there. I'm gonna take out the Bullfish with another Hydro Pump. Luckily I don't miss, which is really nice. And Kingdra is slowly getting worn down by a combination of Poison and Life Orb, which is less than ideal, as one would say. He's going to go into his Licky Licky just because he can. And I'm going to switch out into Scissor, I think? Yeah, I'm going to go to Scissor, and I'm going to get off the defog here. No, I'm not. I lied, because Tyrantrum is a fucking free switch-in. I remember that. So I'm going to go for U-turn. I have no idea what my brain is going through right now. I'm kind of frustrated, but also kind of hyper. Frustrated because I have recorded this like 4 times now, and all the times it's just corrupted, and it's really fucking annoying. So things and stuff and things. And I actually overpredict here. I really expected him to go into Licky Licky here, and I'm gonna go into Crobat, which was like the worst thing ever. But he misses the head smash, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you, Fufu. Thank you, Hacks Gods. That was a crucial turn because it means I can get rid of the defog, get rid of the hazards. Obviously, I can't switch anything else into this thing because it's a fucking banded Tyrantrum, so my only choice there was to go for defog. I should have clicked Draco. That was a really fucking stupid play. I played really poorly around the Tyrantrum, but it's gone now, so fuck you, Tyrantrum. That thing is scary. I should have played around it a lot better, but I didn't because I was spooked out. As I mentioned before, I kind of sort of had a panic attack. A lot of things went wrong. He's going to go into Staryu here, and he's going to click Grass Knot. I do predict this and go into my Mew, because Mew will take the square root of nothing from it, because it's a fucking Mew. So out comes Shiny Pringle, named by Michael. I don't ask. And that's going to do literally 0. And here I actually doubled 2 Gastrodon. And here is the moment where the Miracle shenanigans happen. So he's going to go for Recover, which means he doesn't have Psychic or he doesn't have Hydro Pump, which means things. But I'm going to put my Rindo Berry, and that's going to weaken the damage. It's going to take me down to about half damage, half HP, sorry. And I'm going to go for Miracle, and that thing is just going to die, which is nice, because I didn't really have anything to Oko it. In comes Victini. I know he's carrying Energy Ball. He wouldn't have brought this in otherwise. So I'm just going to go out into my Mew again. And I want to keep the Kingdra in the back for Licky Licky. So that's why I didn't sack it there. I'm going to go for the Gunk Shot here, mainly to get damage off on Victini. Plus I couldn't go for Sucker Punch in case he switched out, so... Gunk Shot obviously would have done more to it than Headbutt, and I do get the poison on Licky Licky, which is really fucking nice. I'm going to hard switch into my Mamoswine now, predicting him either to Heal Bell or set up a Wish. So I'm going to go into Fish Radar, my Dragon Slayer. Yay for Skyrim references! God, my commentary is ass. It's not ass, but my voice really fucking hurts. I'm swearing so much, man. So much for a PG channel. So he's going to go for Protect here, and he's going to scout what I locked myself into. He does not know I am Choice Scarfed. He thinks I am Focus Sashed, so he is forced to stay in here and go for Body Slam. Guess who's recording? Fucked up once again. Yay for video editing, guys. But yeah, he's going to go for Body Slam there because he believes I am Focus Sash, but I am not. This was so important though, because had he got the power, he would have won then and there, because obviously Victini would have outsped me and fucking obliterated me from that range. But that was not the case. Superpower is going to subsequently take out the Licky Licky, which is great for me. We are 4-1 up with his Victini left. He could still be Choice Scarfed. I could still lose, which is not ideal. But he is not Choice Scarfed, which is fantastic for me. There was so many outcomes of this match. Blue Flare is obviously going to take out my Kingdra, which I did decide to sack. Thank you, Kingdra, for doing the utmost things and stuff. Sorry I did not use you better. That's what she said. But Mamo's going to come in here. and taking the second kill of the game and second kill of the season, and our third victory in a row. I honestly did not expect to win this match because I played so poorly around the Tyrantrum, but luckily I pulled it back. This match was incredibly close. Even though it was a 3-0, it should have been a lot closer. It could have gone either way. It was such a 50-50 match, and honestly, it's one of my most favourite I've ever battled. That makes sense. Please go and check out his side of the battle because he explains things a lot better than I do. Links will be down in the description. This win does mean I am now top of the table with 3 consecutive wins, and I really, really want to stay undefeated. So that's what I'm going to aim for this season. I'm going to go and aim to be undefeated. As arrogant as that sounds, I think I might be able to pull it off. I'm actually really surprised at how we're doing. But that match was incredible. Thank you, Jack, for the game. Links, again, will be down in the description. Next week, we are facing Cleveland Bros, coached by Ruby Morrow. That's a spooky team. That has some spooky stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the dream world.